अर्ज किया है।
वाह 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 वाह,
शुरू तो करने दो। अर्ज किया है, जरूरी नहीं कि चिरागों से ही रोशनी होती है।
वाह वाह, क्या बात है, क्या बात है।
जरूरी नहीं कि रोशनी चिरागों से ही होती है, शिक्षा से भी घर रोशन हुआ करते हैं।
क्या बात है, क्या बात है, बहुत खूब, बहुत खूब।
Hey folks, CA Rachana Ranade here and I welcome you all to a very interesting video which is about how to get your crypto journey started. In fact, I remember reading an amazing quote from Albert Einstein and he said that once you stop learning, you start dying. So I believe learning is something which has to be a continuous process, but then the big question is, what is the comfortable style of learning? So there are some people who love reading books and they learn. There are some people who love to just listen to certain podcasts maybe and learn. Some people like me, we love audio visuals more. So there could be 4 ways of how you can learn. So number 1, as I mentioned, it could be audio visual. So you could have YouTube, you could have certain courses as well through which you can learn, right? Possibility number 1. Possibility number 2, it could be more about learning in a practical way. Some people believe that we will read books, we will get to know about the theory, then understand practical. We want to get started with the practical things. So for them, how to stay updated with whatever is going on in the crypto space. For that, you have multiple ways to learn. What is that? Number 1, it could be Telegram, or it could be Twitter, or it could be something like Reddit, or it could be something even like Discord, right? So there are multiple ways to stay updated and learn in a very practical way. But then for all those who are the old school thought people who believe that practical is the second step, first we need to get our basics clear. For them, how to get started? Possibility number 1, you could start your journey by referring to various blogs, by referring to various websites, or it could also be reading a lot of books, right? And the final way, as I mentioned, some people say that we have a lot of travel time to go to our offices, right? Commute time is pretty high. For them, they believe that podcasts are the best way to learn. But I believe whatever is your way, learning is something which is very important. Let me remind you all one more time that all these creative people are spammers. That's how my account looks like. Also remember, I never give my mobile number in any chat. I neither have an advisory nor do I give any stock tips. Alright, so in the previous section of the video, I told you that how can you get started in this entire journey of learning about cryptos. I told you about 4 ways, right? But then I'm sure you might have this question that, okay, even if it is about watching various videos through the audio-visual thing basically, big question is which YouTube channels should we refer? Or if I were to do any course, which courses could I potentially explore? And this is exactly what we are going to do in this section of the video, right? For the YouTube channels, I've divided the channels into 2 bases, basically, I can say. The very first one is Firangi and the second one is Desi version. So the very first one, Firangi, is one channel which I have also followed quite a bit, is about whiteboard crypto. In this, they have created a separate playlist which is about DeFi, and if you just check out, it includes all different videos about liquidity pools, about impermanent loss, about yield farming, so many more concepts. It has almost 35 videos, so you can surely go and check out this channel, Whiteboard Crypto, especially about the DeFi playlist. Now, if I were to talk about one more Firangi channel, it's about the name is Finematics, and I like this separate playlist which they have, which is about cryptos, and here they talk about various concepts like what is Bitcoin halving, they talk about again what is a vampire attack, okay, all these things, NFTs, Ethereum 2.0, a lot of concepts are discussed, almost 44 videos in this playlist of crypto. One more interesting channel is about Coin Bureau. I will not talk about a specific playlist, but if you hit the playlist tab, you will see that this person talks about a lot of weekly news. He has a separate playlist for that, a separate playlist for market analysis, a separate playlist for token or coin reviews. So I think if you want to get yourself updated through YouTube, I think you can surely check out this channel. And all these, so this channel which is Coin Bureau, right? But all these are what? All these are the Firangi versions. Now comes, what about the Desi version? Who can be that YouTuber who can talk about all these things in a very simplified manner? Hashtag flex. Hashtag Marathi mein hawa. Okay, that's me, right? You can have a look at this basics of cryptocurrency. Entire playlist is there, and with this, all your basics will be clear, and you can take one next step into various courses out there. Now, which are the different courses? I have sorted two different courses. The very first one is the website blockchainpapers.in. Now, this is a website wherein WazirX is the education partner, and they have tied up with Gurukala Kangri, which is a deemed university. And what is this about? If you want, I'll just quickly take you to the FAQs of this course. So this is a certificate course. Who is going to certify this course? Again, the point which I mentioned, Gurukala Kangri University is going to be the certifying authority. Will you be getting a certificate if you complete this course? Yes. Big question, who is going to take up this course? It's going to be taken up by Mr. Siddharth Menon, who is the co-founder and COO of WazirX, right? As I mentioned, it's a completely free certification course. 18 hours course available both in English and in Hindi, right? So I think WazirX is doing a fantastic job by spreading more and more awareness about cryptos. Not only that, they also have a very nice exchange wherein you can trade through a lot of currency pairs, especially the INR pair. They have a lot of options. So if you want to check out WazirX, link is there in the description box. Going ahead, one more option is about this website, which is the blockchain school. And here if you see, they have different tabs. One is programs. If you go to the programs, you will see that they have various boot camps which you can attend through this website, NFT bootcamp or Solidity bootcamp. In fact, recently they also had a separate course which was taken up by Anshul Rustagi. I'm sure you might have heard his name in context with Zineverse. This was entire 3 days live bootcamp. So all in all, I think this is also a very good website to refer, the blockchainschool.io, where you can explore various courses. I hope you have understood how you can learn about cryptos through the audio visual platform. Now let's try and understand how can you learn more about cryptos in a very practical way. And if you remember in the previous section of the video, I said you can refer to Telegram, Twitter, Reddit, etc. whatever. We are going to talk about that. But before that, I thought let me take you to various websites through which you can learn in a practical way again. And how can I not talk about coinmarketcap.com, right? It's a website that I believe every person who is working in crypto space directly, indirectly, whatever he or she does use that website, right? So in this website, if I just scroll down, you can see I've talked about this so many times in my videos, by the way, but just again a quick repeat telecast. So many tokens you can see here, they are sorted based on market capitalization, right? Then you can also see which are the tokens in the DeFi space. If you want to know more about which are the tokens in the metaverse space, again you can click here, right? So these are about various tokens that you can check. You can also click on a specific token and get more details about that. But instead of talking about all these things which we have already talked about, let's also talk about the tabs on the top. You can see there is a separate tab known as portfolio, so you can create your own portfolio in this website as well. You can also create a watch list if you want to keep track of specific tokens. But what I found in this website, which I had not explored earlier, in the learn tab, you can check out these two new categorized sub tabs. One is video. So if you click on this, you will come to know that, oh, they have opened their own YouTube channel as well, and you will see that a lot of videos they have already put up on their YouTube channel, so you can surely check that out as well. If you go again in the learn tab, you can see that there is something known as earn. So if you click here, you'll go to the earn tab. How does it work? That is important. First, you'll have to watch certain videos. After you complete watching the video, then you'll have to go for a quiz, right? If you pass that quiz, what happens is that you get rewarded in the crypto you learned about. So it's as good as, like, you know, when in your childhood you used to appear for the exams, and if you get good marks, parents used to reward you with some money, right? Similar way, you're going to get rewarded, but with crypto tokens now. So these are about key highlights I can say about CoinMarketCap. One more website which I would want to talk about is CoinGecko. And in CoinGecko, what is different? So of course, you can also check out a lot of tokens on this website as well. But just to give you an example, assume that I want to know more about Ethereum. So I've clicked on Ethereum, and here you can see this bell icon. This is not the bell icon on YouTube, but this is the bell icon wherein you can add a price alert. So for example, if the price goes up by this much percent, goes down by whatever percent, there'll be automatically an alert that will be generated. So a good point which I found on CoinGecko. Also, you can check out the various communities about Ethereum. So this is just about one example, right? It will be for all tokens. I can just go down, I can see certain ETH stats, like what is the 24 hours ka low, high, 7 days low, high, all time high, low, everything I can check out here. Plus, if I go down, I can also see that there are various guides which are available here. Latest news about Ethereum is available here. So again, see, the moment I'm talking about learning through news, isn't that a practical way to learn about various things, right? So all these two websites that I talked about, number one, I talked about CoinMarketCap. Number two, I talked about CoinGecko. Now moving ahead, one more website is what? One more website is in.tradingview. And here you can also see what is the price looking like in the form of charts. So just for you to give an example, what is the percentage by which Bitcoin has fallen from its recent top? You can see here this was the lowest point and it was almost a 52% drop. Of course, it has recovered a bit. So right now it might be like somewhere around 47% down. And if you want to know that how to learn about in.tradingview, again, flex. Again, you can check my YouTube channel. I have a video on Ultimate Guide to TradingView. You can surely check that out as well, right? Moving on, these were the different websites. These were about how you can learn about cryptos in a practical way. Two more websites I would want to refer quickly. One is coindesk.com. So in coindesk.com, here you can see there is a live wire in which you can get the latest news. So here you can see 3 hours ago, you can see 2 hours, 2:50 a.m. Ukraine update and all that. So whatever are the latest news about cryptos, so any news which is going to impact the cryptos, you can check out on Coindesk. Other than that, there is one more website which I would want you all to check out, which is coinmarketcal.com. Now, what is about this website? So in this website, you can see upcoming events tab. And in this upcoming event, you can see that loads of events. So you can see are added 30th Jan 2022, 6th Feb, 16th Feb. All these are the latest updates wherever some, let us say, conferences are going on. All these community calls, some launches, everything you'll see in this tab. I have not used this one so much, but you can surely try and explore it out. Moving ahead now, let's understand how can you learn in a practical way using Reddit. Now, just in case if you don't know what is Reddit, it's like a platform, or I can say it's a community-based learning platform, okay? On this platform, it's something like you can ask questions. The community members will answer your questions. You can vote for various topics. You can also get a lot of news. You can use certain filters. So instead of, me just speaking about it, I'll show you a few examples. So let's get started with the very first one. This is a Reddit channel about cryptocurrency news and discussion, right? So here, if you see about the community, there are 4.5 million members in this community. You can also see that what are the different news, some new news, top news, hot news. So if you go to new, you can just see that, okay, this is like 30 minutes ago. Then you can see, oh, wow. This one says that this kind of protection the cryptosphere needs for it to be accepted by the masses. Read this, $5.4 million worth of crypto returned to the scam victims from around the world by the UK police. So I think this is a very positive news, but the negative shade to this news is that there were victims. Okay, so be aware, you can be scammed, you can be spammed by many people, so you have to be a bit careful, right? If you want, you can also check out, so like if you see your discussion, right? And here you can see filter by flare. So if I click on general news, so I can check out here what is, one you can see crypto freedom in Canada at risk. Kya baat hai? Two absolutely opposite news. One is about money being returned to those who are defrauded, and here you can see one news that Canada at risk after freezing of 120 wallets. Crypto freedom in Canada at risk, right? Anyways, you'll see all the plus and minuses news about crypto. It just goes on and on, right? So this is about some basic points about this Reddit channel of cryptocurrency news and discussion. Now, can you have a Reddit channel for a specific token as well? Yes. So here you can see this is the Reddit channel for Bitcoin. Again, 3.9 million members here. You can just go on and explore this one as well. Third one, something very interesting I found is one Reddit channel of a project which is known as the BAT project. Now, what is this community? BAT is Basic Attention Token. Now, what is this token? What is this BAT token? Basically, you get rewarded, or you can I can say you can get paid for attention. So what does it mean? So BAT, one of the use cases is that they have their own browser. So like you have Google Chrome, you have Mozilla Firefox, you will have a separate browser which is known as the Brave browser. If you have a look at this is not my screenshot, this is my friend's screenshot who told me about this BAT project, and she said that, you know, the more and more you use this browser, because you're using that browser, you're going to get paid for your attention. So basically no threats to your privacy, right? So again, an interesting one, you can surely go and check out. And the last one Reddit channel that I would want to tell you about is the WazirX one. Here also you can see a lot of news being posted here. So all in all, 4 types of Reddit channels I discussed. Number 1 was about general news. Number 2, I talked about how tokens can have various Reddit channels. Number 3, I talked about various projects having their own Reddit channels. And last, exchanges like WazirX also having their Reddit channel. Moving ahead with Telegram as a platform to learn about cryptos in a practical way, right? So just one example I would want to give, which is about the CB Insider Telegram channel. What I like about this channel is it gives out news highlights. So for a person who is like super busy with his job, with the schedules, it might be difficult for that person to go ahead and check out various websites to gather news. This is a channel where you will get all the news highlights for the day. So saves a lot on your time. Going ahead with another one, which is various Twitter handles. Twitter, so for example, you'll have YouTubers or YouTube creators, Instagrammers, Twitter ke liye what? Twitterers. Anyways, all these amazing people you'll find on Twitter. So if you want to learn from leaders, if from the international space, you'll have people like Anthony Pompliano, you'll have Balaji Srinivasan, of course, Vitalik Buterin. All these, whomever I've named on the screen, all these are amazing people to follow on Twitter. All these are the international people, though. If you want to check out the Desi Indian people whom you would want to follow on Twitter, you have Sandeep Nelwal, who is the co-founder of Matic. You have Nishchal Shetty, co-founder of WazirX. Even Kashif Raza has some nice content on his Twitter handle. Of course, those who are following me on Twitter as well, you might have seen I had done a Twitter space with him as well. So if you want to attend a lot of Twitter spaces, they keep on happening on various topics related to crypto. Again, following all these people will help you stay updated in this entire field. Plus, you can also check out certain company handles like Glassnode, Into the Block, and Whalemap. Last one is about Discord, but to be honest, I don't use Discord to stay updated in the crypto space. If you follow any Discord channel and if you believe that, okay, that can be a useful one, please let me know in the comment section below. Now, to learn about cryptos through reading, I'm going to tell you certain books or blogs or websites which can be really handy for you to get started in your crypto journey. So the very first one that I would want to tell you is about a fantastic book, which is Bitcoin for Dummies. Okay, so this is a book. So here you can see it's also available on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. It's for someone who is an absolute beginner in this space, and all the concepts about not only Bitcoin but also about few other points. It's given in a very, very basic manner, right? You can easily understand it. If you want to go just one step up, then this is a good book again, Mastering Bitcoin. Another good book, again a little bit one level up, is the Bitcoin Standard, the decentralized alternative to centralized to central banking. So this, as I mentioned, one level up category of books. So these are the 3 books that you can surely keep it in your wish list, and whenever time permits, you can just go through them one by one. Other than books, if you want to go through blogs, then which could be the different ones? This is again an interesting website, decentralized.co. In this, if you just scroll down, you can see, I'm just scrolling it. Here you can see, for example, if you want to know about NFTs, okay, so here you can see there is a tag for NFTs. All these things you'll get to know about NFTs. Startups, all of these is about startups. Then tag is DeFi, you can get to know about DeFi, right? So the best point I thought about is blogs, but tag-wise blogs is a good feature of this decentralized.co. Then one more amazing website you can check out is of Balaji Srinivasan. Remember, I had mentioned this person in the Twitter handle as well. The name of the website is balajis.com, and you can just have a look at his website. Again, you'll get a lot of nice information on his website. One more website which I do refer sometimes is Cointelegraph, and here also you can see again your news about markets, various people, then Cryptopedia, research, a lot of things to be explored in this one as well. And one more website that I use to read blogs is wazirex.com/blogs. Here you can get to read about a lot of things like why are the crypto markets crashing in 2022. I'm sure everyone wants to know about this. If you want to know about this, you can surely check out this website. And of course, like I mentioned before, if you want to trade in cryptos using a very simplified platform, you can again check the link in the description. So these are about various websites or books that you can surely refer to for learning about cryptos through the reading way. Well, before moving on to podcasts, wherein we are going to talk about listening as a medium to learn more about crypto space, I would also like to give a quick shout out to two Desi websites, one being CoinCrunch India and the other one being Crypto News Hindi. These are also some nice websites which you can surely go and explore, right? Moving on to podcasts now. 4 podcasts that till date I believe I found some nice knowledge and some nice value addition. I'll just quickly name out these podcasts. Number 1, The Tim Ferriss Show. All these important links, if you want, I can also put in the description box. One podcast by Anthony Pompliano. If you remember, I had named this person in the Twitter section as well. There's one more nice podcast, which is Crypto is Easy by Mark Helfman. And one again, Desi podcast channel, which is Cryptocurrency India Weekly. So you can just go and explore few more podcasts. If you are checking out some other podcasts, do let me know in the comment section below. The whole purpose of this video was to bring down all the possible avenues that one can check out to learn more and more about cryptos all in one video. Because when I started my crypto journey, I was like, oh my god, from where should I start? There are so many channels, there are so many websites, there are so many blogs, but which are the comparatively nicer ones? There was no one for me to guide all at one shot. So I thought I should make one video which can act like a one-stop shop solution for any person who wants to start his journey or her journey in the crypto space. So if you've loved the video, you can surely consider sharing this with your friends. And if you want to learn more about basics like what is blockchain, you can click here. If you want to learn more about advanced concepts and latest concepts, you can click here. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.